Hello, my name is Mark Daniel Fernandez from BSIT32, and today I will going to present my research, which is the factors that cause addiction to online gaming among students of Polytechnic University of the Philippines, Santa Maria Campus. First part ng aking research is yung abstract. Dito po is pinapakita po na ang digital era daw po ngayon, ang online gaming daw, mga online games daw is nagiging leisure time po ng mga students today. Napoprovide po kasi ito ng mga entertainment, yung mga qualities about virtual world, yung mga na nagkakos ng pagiging addictive ng mga estudyante na ikinababahala po ngayong era na to. Ngayong itong abstract daw po is nagsisix po ng factors na nagkakos ng addiction ng online games sa mga estudyante sa Polytechnic University of the Philippines, Santa Maria Campus. Kaya ang itong research na to is nagpo-focus din po ng health ng mga yung mga cause po ng pagiging addict po sa online games ng mga estudyante, at ina-explain po dito yung importance ng pagiging importance kung bakit dapat na matutukan itong pagiging addict ngayon ng mga estudyante. Also, this research po na nag-explore po ng study ng social relationship, peer pressure, escapism, effect of game design, and difficulties with self-control, highlights the crucial part of fostering addiction. Also din po yung dito po sa research na to, inaano po yung strategies and methods para po ma-avoid yung addiction at yung para sa compulsive behavior. Next is yung keywords po is factors that cause online gaming addiction. Yung mga factors po na nakapag-cause ng pagiging addict po sa online games. Next naman po is introduction. Addiction has emerged as growing concern in recent years as more and more people become deeply involved in online gaming activities. The topic of online gaming addiction has grown in prominence in recent years, even though playing video games online can be fun and pleasant pastime. Excessive and problematic usage of the medium can have detrimental effects on people's relationship and overall well-being. The purpose of this study is to investigate the issue of online gaming addiction as well as possible treatments to deal with the stop compulsive behavior. Yun nga po. Even daw po na yung online gaming daw po is nakakapagbigay ng entertainment and saya, lalo na sa mga leisure time natin, nakaka-affect din daw po ito sa relationship natin sa ibang tao. Kaya po, ang purpose po ng study na to is investigate po yung issue ng online gaming addiction, as well po yung possible po na treatment na pwedeng gawin para po ma-stop itong gantong behavior. According daw po kay Akinoglu 2002, ang internet daw po is It was quite difficult to get information from our source. Yet, internet makes it easier for us to obtain information. Ngayon pong digital era is nag-expand na daw po at mas lumalawak na po ang kayang gawin ng internet na nakaka-apekto daw po sa atin. Ito, pwede po siya sa knowledge sharing, communication, shopping, gaming, and chat. Yun po yung advancement po ng technology natin ngayong era na to. Ayon po kay Akinoglu 2002. While, according po kay Lemens, Balkenberg, and Peter, ang online gaming addiction po ay nasa 8.5 na daw po, at ang 8.5 na po yung apekto dito sa adolescents, sa mga bata, and ang daw po, dahil daw po sa pagiging addict po, lalo na po ng mga bata, nawawalan na daw po sila ng oras sa kanilang dapat ginagawang activities, imbis na online gaming. Nagkakos din po ng unsuccessful attempts to control or reduce gaming time, loss of interest sa mga activities, and continue excessive gaming despite negative consequences, and interference with daily life functioning. Ayun, nakakaabala po yun sa buhay nila sa pang-araw-araw. Ayon po yun kay Peter. Next po is research methodology. Sa research methodology po, dito po makikita yung magiging flow kung paano nyo po nagawa ang inyong research paper. Also, it indicate and describe the techniques and procedures at ina-analyze yung mga information na na-gather mo na syempre related sa topic mo. First is literature review. Before mag-initiate dito po sa number 1, before po mag-initiate ng any research, kailangan mo ng thorough review ng isang existing literature na related dun sa topic mo. Makatulong po kasi ito if ever na may mga question ka sa research mo. Next is number 2, sample selection. Sa part po na to, dapat identify na kung gaano kadami ang saklaw ng iyong research. Number 3, survey development. Dito po kung anong technique po yung pwede mong gamitin kung paano ka po makakuha ng data sa mga participants. Halimbawa po, through questionnaires or G-forms. Next po is data collection. Katulad nga po ng questionnaires or Google form, sa way na to, pwede ka makakuha ng mga data na magamit mo to solidify your paper, your research paper po, para po mas concrete po yung mga research evidences mo. Number 5 po sa data analysis po. Dito po sa part na to, ang analysis ng mga datang nakalap mo, maaari po kayong gumamit ng mga paraan like standard deviations and mean scores. Pwede din mga bar graph like that para malaman ang resulta. Number 6 is qualitative interviews. Dito naman po pwede po kayong mag-conduct ng qualitative interviews para mas makakalapan ng mga additional information sa survey na nakuha mo. Kung nakukulangan pa po kayo sa information, pwede po kayo dun. Itong interviews po gawin nyo po if ever nakukulangan pa po kayo sa mga data, evidences, and collection. Next po 7 is ethical consideration po. Ethical consideration. Kapag po magkakontak po kayo ng interview, kahit anong tools po ang ginamit, dapat ay may permission ng professionals and also ng respondents. Dapat po yung dapat ko pang magkakontak po kayo ng research, dapat po alam po ng mga professionals po o kaya ng mga prof nyo na magkakontak kayo para po may permission nila, and also po sa respondents dapat po alam din po nila at maluwag po sa kanila na gawin po yung survey na yun. Next po is number 8, reporting findings. Dito po kailangan po ma-explain ng maayos ang findings ng study mo. Yung discussion dapat maayos and also dapat naiintindihan at malinaw. Pwede po siyang short but dapat po napo-point po yung dapat na makikita po dun sa research nyo. Dapat po ma-point, maipaliwanag ng maayos kahit na maikli. Yan. Next naman po is yung results and discussion. Yung ito po yung result. Study on the addiction to online gaming have shown that a sizable portion of people suffer from this issue. According to the study, 7 to 11% of players show symptoms of an online gaming addictions. The research indicates the internet gaming addiction affects people of all ages, from teenagers to adults. Yung daw po, itong research daw po na to is lahat po ng naapektuhan po, simula sa teenagers patungong adults po. The survey also showed that at a ratio of about 3 out 11 out of 1, men are more prone than women to become hooked to online gaming. Mas prone daw po yung mga lalaki sa online addiction, sa online gaming addiction, kaysa daw pong mas sa babae, dahil mas addict daw po yung lalaking sa paglalaro ng online gaming kaysa daw po sa mga babae. The study also found a number of variables that support the emergence of an addiction to online gaming. Marami daw pong number ng variables po yung na nagsusupport po sa addiction ng online gaming ang nakita sa research na to. Next, having few meaningful interactions in real life, high stress levels, low self-esteem, and social isolation are some of this reason. Yun po. Ang reason daw, some daw po sa mga reason ng pagiging addict po sa online gaming is yung interaction daw po sa interaction po sa araw-araw, yung real life po sa interaction nyo po sa tao. Also, yung kung stress daw po sa pang-araw-araw, at next is yung mababang self-esteem po o yung confidence na kaya po o kaya at saka yung social isolation o yung pagiging intrapersonal nyo po, yung hindi po kayo socialize sa tao, yun daw po yung some reason na nakakapag-cause daw po ng addiction sa online gaming. Additionally, the research indicated that people who already struggle with mental health conditions like anxiety or depression are more vulnerable to developing an addiction to online gaming. Yun daw po, yung mga yung may mga mental health issues po like anxiety or depression po is mas vulnerable daw po sila na ma-develop po yung pagiging addict po nila sa mga online games. The adverse effects of an addiction to internet gaming research revealed that those with an online gaming addiction frequently perform poorly in school, disregarded their interpersonal connection, and disregarded their physical well-being. Yun daw pong mga nakitaan daw po ng mga effects ng pagiging addict daw po sa online gaming is ni-reveal po ng research na to is mahina daw po sila sa pagdating sa pag-aaral at hindi daw po sila masyadong nakikipag-socialize, nagbibigay connection sa ibang tao, and also ayaw din po nila ng mga physical activities or yung mga salamuha sa ibang tao. Next is, financial difficulties can also result from an addiction to online gaming, since compulsive gamers may spend a large sum of money on virtual items or subscription services. Yun daw po. Yung financial daw po, kung yung mga hirap daw po is also nakakapag-cause daw po ng addiction, kasi daw po yung mga gamers daw po is nag-i-spend po sila ng mga large amount ng money po sa paglalaro para po makabili po ng mga items katulad po sa ML, yung mga skin po ng hero doon. Pwede po silang bumili doon daw po nila ini-spend yung mga malalaking pera po nila. Kaya po nagka-cause din po yun ng addiction. Isa rin po yung sign na addict na po kayo sa online gaming addiction. Online gaming. In conclusion, studies on the addiction to online gaming reveal that a sizable portion of people, between 7 and 11%, are impacted by the issue. The research addresses the detrimental effects of addiction as well as several elements that lead to its development. In order to prevent and treat online gaming addiction, it is imperative that individuals, parents, and mental health experts are aware of the hazards and take appropriate actions. Yun po. Kaya daw po, sabi daw po 7 at 11% po is survey is impacted by this issue daw po. Apektado daw po. 7 at 11%. Kaya po yung research na to is kailangan po na ma-actionan po lalo na ng mga parents at mental health expert. Dapat po aware po sila para po aware po yung mga parents sa mga sa pagiging addict po sa online gaming para po ma-actionan na po. Next po is conclusions and recommendations. Conclusion po. Research on the subject of online gaming addiction shows that a considerable portion of people from adults to teenagers are impacted by this problem, with 7 to 11% of players exhibiting signs of addiction. Research indicates that men are more vulnerable than women to the development of online gaming addiction. Other contributing variables include low self-esteem, high levels of stress, a lack of interperson connection, social isolation, and pre-existing mental health disorders. Yun po, yung research daw po na to yung nagpapakita na ang 7 to 11% ng players ay nagpapakita po ng sign ng pagiging addict. Research also indicates na yung mga lalaki daw po is mas addict daw po kaysa sa babae, or mas vulnerable po sa pagiging addict po sa online gaming kaysa po sa mga babae. Next po is yung mga nagko-contribute po kung bakit po mas na-addict po tayo sa pagiging online game, mas na-addict po tayo sa mga online gaming na yan is katulad po ng low self-esteem, yung mga o kaya po is yung mga high level of stress at kulang po sa interpersonal connections. Also, yung social isolation po, yung nilalayo nyo po yung sarili nyo sa mga tao. And also, yung mga pre-existing mental health disorders, katulad po ng anxiety and depression. Kaya po, yun daw po yung mga factors na nakaka-apekto na nagko-contribute po sa pagiging online gaming addiction nyo po. Next po is recommendations. Recommendation po is una, increase awareness. The risks and symptoms of online gaming addiction should be made more widely known to people, parents and educators through the launch of educational initiatives. Yung ito daw pong itong online gaming addiction daw po is dapat daw po na mas naalam po na dapat po mas may knowledge na po tayo para po or maging aware po tayo para po maiwasan po natin ang pagkakaroon ng addictions pagdating sa mga online gaming. Workshops can be held communities and schools to teach children about responsible gaming practices and the possible negative effects of excessive gaming. Ano po, yung workshops po like schools po na nagtuturo po sa mga bata na kailangan po na dapat ano po tayo, hands-on po tayo sa paggamit ng mga online gamings na yan para po maiwasan po yung addiction. Number 2 is parental advice. In addition to actively supervising and controlling their kids' games, parents should promote a healthy balance between online and offline activities. Yun po, yung parental advice po is also makaka-help po siya para po maiwasan pagiging addict po natin sa online gaming. Yung pwede po mag-supervise po sila ng time para po sa paglalaro ng online game at sa mga activities na pwedeng gawin ng mga bata without online para po maiwasan po ito. Pwede po mag-set po sila ng time kung ilang oras lang po sila pwedeng maglaro ng gadgets para po maiwasan din po yung pagiging addict. Next po is having open lines of communication with kids about their gaming habits might help parents spot possible problems early on. Yun po, yung pagiging bukas po ng mga parents sa mga bata is pwede din pong makatulong sa mga parents para po ma-spot po o makita ng mga parents kung ano pong pwedeng maging possible na problema ng mga bata. Katulad nga po ng pagiging addict sa online games. Kung natutukan po ito ng mga parents is pwede po itong maagapan agad para po hindi na po lumala. Next po, number 3 is help for mental health. Mental health practitioners must to receive training in identifying the telltale indicators of online gaming addiction and offering suitable therapies. Next is personalized support is necessary for people with mental health issues such as depression or anxiety in order to lessen their susceptibility to addiction to online gaming. Yun po yung may mga mental health issues po is kailangan po na mas matutukan po para po hindi na po lumala yung pagiging addict po nila sa online gaming. Next po is number 4, encourage wholesome living. To balance the sedentary and alienating effects of excessive online gaming, promote social contacts and physical activities in real life. Yun po, para po maiwasan po yung pagiging addict po sa online gaming, mag-conduct daw po kayo ng mga physical activities o kaya makipag-communicate po sa mga tao para po yung leisure time nyo po is mahati po, like mabalance po yung para po hindi po siya mag-cause ng pagiging addict po sa online gaming. Next is programs that encourage a comprehensive approach to well-being such as the development of social skills and physical fitness can be implemented in school. Also, sa mga school, pwede daw po sa school makakuha po ng mga idea para po ma-develop po yung social skills and physical fitness na hindi na po makapag-cause ng pagiging addict sa online games. Next is knowledge of finance. The financial concerns of compulsive gaming should be emphasized in educational programs, along with the need of responsible spending and the possible repercussion of excessive in-game purchases. Yun po, knowledge of finance po is dapat po hands-on po tayo sa paghawak ng pera. Dapat mas balance po yung alam po natin kung saan po natin gagamitin yung pera natin para po hindi na po makapag-cost po yun sa online gaming. Katulad nga po yun doon sa ML, kapag po yun sa Hero, pwede po kayo mag-purchase doon ng mga skins po. Dapat po alam po natin yung gamitin. At kasi po pagka di po tayo hands-on sa paghawak ng pera, isa rin po yung nagka-cause ng pagiging signs po yun ng pagiging addict po ng isang tao sa online gaming. Next is number 6, rules and industry participation. Stakeholders in the gaming business should actively promote responsible gaming, put in place mechanisms that restrict excessive gameplay and discourage unethical monetization techniques. Yun po is yung mga gumagawa po ng mga games po, yung mga gaming industry po na yan, yung mga gaming business, dapat po sila, nagbibigay pa din po sila ng mga precaution po na like maging responsible po sa paglalaro, ganun po. Dapat po nag-active po sila sa pag-promote para din po maiwasan po yung pagiging online gaming addiction po. Maiwasan po yun. At po ma-remind po yung mga users ng mga games, mga nag-games na yan, na kailangan na balance po tayo sa paglalaro ng games para po maiwasan ang online gaming addiction. To guarantee the ethical development and promotion of internet games, governments might think about enacting rules or restriction. Idea lang naman po ito na dapat po mag-execute daw po ng actions yung government para po mabawasan yung pagiging ang online addiction. Bali po parang mag-set po sila ng rules na kunwari, kasi dapat may leisure time po ang paglalaro. May time po yung paglalaro ng limit time po yung paglalaro ng online games. Yun po. By taking this suggestion into consideration, a true strategy for restricting and preventing online gaming addiction can be implemented, protecting people's health and promoting a positive gaming culture. Yun po, yun sa pag-implement po nitong mga recommendations na to, maaari po nating maiwasan ang pagiging addict sa online games. Next naman po is acknowledgement. Acknowledgement po is we would like to give our unfeigned gratefulness and appreciation to the following people in the completion of this study. First po is to our beloved Almighty God who give us the strength and hope throughout the process of this research. Next po is to our family for monetary support and encouragement that they have given us. Also to my friend who helped me to accomplish this research. Next is to our teacher, Mr. Ryan Evangelista, for his patient support and assistance to make our research more organized. Next is to our participants who didn't hesitate to give their time to answer our questions, which are urgently needed in our research. Next po is yung reference. Yan po yung reference natin. Bali po is 20 po ito. Pag po itong mga naka-blue letters na to, yung mga yan, kapag po tinap nyo po yan, I mean, parang, yan po yung mga reference, yung mga link po ng mga yung mga related po dito sa study na to, sa pagiging online gaming addiction. Bali 20 po lahat yan. Ayan. 20 references para mas marami. Yun lang po. At dito na po nagtatapos yung ang research ko na to na which is Yung mga factors po na naka-apekto, factors that cause addiction to online gaming among students of Polytechnic University of the Philippines in Santa Maria campus. Thank you po.